Okay, so what do you think is the most difficult thing for the majority of people in this country to understand about race and racism?
It's hard for me to say. I mean, I can't speak for the majority of people. I don't know what everybody thinks about it. For me personally, I'm a white male. I don't believe I've lived a privileged life by any means, but I also don't understand what it means to go to suffer racism. I'm not a minority group that would typically you would think of with racism. So it's just not, I can't relate to it, and I would think that a lot of people in this country fall into that category. If you're somebody that's not in a race that generally suffers from racism, then you can't really relate to it because you just don't know. And those that are in those groups, that may be all they know. And so that's, I think that's where the big clash comes into play.
Okay, and how were your thoughts and beliefs about race and racism formed?
Well, growing up, I lived in a very white area. There wasn't many other races at all that I grew up around. It's a very rural setting. I actually had a friend, my best friend, had a father that was in the KKK, and so as a young person, I heard a lot of that side of it. I didn't always agree with it. I really didn't think much about it. But I did hear what their propaganda and the garbage that they spoke all the time. And then as I grew older, when I could think for myself and form my own opinions, my thoughts changed on it. Of course, not being an area predominantly white, when I was around people of other race, I would be a little hesitant, a little more on guard. But, as I got older and was around more people of other races, then, that went away as well. So, I tend to form my views from the way, the Lord has us look on people. And so that's kind of where my views have changed.
All right, and then last one, what's one race-based topic that you wish more people talked about or understood?
Again, not being, not suffering racism, for me, I could look at it from a perspective that being a white male, that there's things that we're not able to get because of being a white male. There's a lot of things with affirmative action that's been Supreme Court has ruled against it now, but affirmative action was a real thing. So my experiences with it were that being a white male, there were things that I wasn't able to get because I was a white male. But again, I don't understand the other side of it because I've never experienced it. So. I just wish people could look at each other as a person rather than looking at a race. We're humans. We're all created by God. God, it doesn't matter what color our skin is or where we're from or how we talk or, we're people. And that's how we should look at each other and treat each other.
All right. Thank you.